crafty friends and creatives from around the globe. Welcome to Hither and Yon Studio. And if you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm DJ. This is the studio, and I make junk journals, all the stuff to go in them, and various other paper crafts. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, maybe stick around and see where it all goes, and maybe you'll want to subscribe. All right, today we are going to make this fun piece of Happy Mail that I received from Patricia at Le Cafe Craft. I am her Patreon, and she sends out a quarterly Happy Mail. And this time, it came in this fun little pack. And I just thought it was the neatest thing. It has a bunch of pockets. It's got a belly band here. It's got a pocket here. It's got this little flip. I threw my ticket. It's got a pocket here. It's got a tuck, like here. And then it's got a pocket back here and here. And it's cute. It's got a fun little bow on it and a little tabby there. So that's what we're making. Now, I think she did hers in centimeters in some cases, but I think I figured it out. And I ended up making one here out of Tim Holtz paper. This is from his masculine pack. I can't think of the name of it. Dapper, maybe. Anyway, this is the one that I made. It's got the pocket here. It's got the little flip out vellum flap, which is just kind of decorative, but it's kind of neat. If you printed on that, it would be fun too. And then it's got a little tuck here, pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. Same thing, same setup, except I put a bow on mine. All right, so that's what we're going to make today. You can use one sheet of 12 by 12 for this, and you'll have some left over. All right, first thing to do is cut it in half. So let's get it to 6. I hope everybody is having a good crafted day or night, wherever you are. Cutting this on the 6-inch mark. All right, and then we have to score it on 4 inches. So take 1/2. You pick. One's gonna fold in a Z fold, so you're gonna have to decide which piece of your 12 by 12 you want to use here. But take one of them and score it on. Oops, I'm gonna get my scoring wheel up. 4 inches, and then I'm just going to flip it around and 4 inches, right? All right, so that's that, and that's going to make this section, which you can see here, is like a Z fold. This one looks like it's folded in, maybe? Yeah, I'm not even sure, but we're going to fold it out because that's how I did mine. So you see we got like a 3-hole piece anyway. It'll make sense. So let's see what I want here. I guess I didn't do that perfectly, so let's fix that. I don't know what happened. Talking, that's probably what happened. Okay, so let's see. Do I want this side? That'll put, yeah. So this is going to be how I'm going to do mine. This will be where my back pocket will go. This will be, yeah, so here. Okay, and then this side will be this piece here, so we'll end up folding that down. But first we have to punch it and we have to cut it, because if you look here, this particular piece, the one with the fold, only goes up to here. So we have to take off 3/4 of an inch here of just this top piece. And so what I'm going to do is put it back in here. I'm going to line it up to 3/4 of an inch because that's what we have to cut off. And then I'm going to take this down. Now this trimmer has a line on it to tell you exactly where you are. So I'm going to take it down to the 4-inch mark here. Okay, and then I'll take it to there, and then I just need to cut that piece off. And that'll come in handy, so hold on to that. All right, so this is what we have. And we have to make this back pocket, okay? This one here in the back. And so all I need to do here really is notch this piece back here. And you can use a circle knot, you know, punch, whatever you want. I'm going to use this envelope making punch because I like the way it makes the notches. Okay, now she put a piece that she punched out in there. So let's see, can we do that on ours? I actually like it like that. I don't think I'm going to add that back in, but you can if you want. And now we can just make it the pocket that it is. Okay, and so this is the pocket, and so we have to glue here and here. It goes together really quick. Once you do a few, they're super quick and they're super fun. So I'm going to be sending these out as happy mail, that's for sure. And they hold a lot of stuff. There was truly a lot of stuff in this little packet that she sent me, so I was very thrilled. Patricia, thank you so much. Okay, so we have that, and now the next step is to fold down this piece here, which you want to make sure that you fold it beyond this notch, because we're gonna have to glue this side, and so you don't want it to go up over here. You're gonna end up gluing your notch closed. Okay, and I just eyeball it. As long as it's down below that notch, you can just do that. Okay, and make sure everything is nice and tight. This could probably be trimmed a little. I don't know, I scored that weird. Everything should line up. Okay, like so. All right, so that's what we have there. And now we have to work on this part here. And so if you can see, I had to kind of deconstruct this a little. I think she used some double-sided tape, so that made it a little easy to pull apart, but though I'm not 100% sure. It's just both of these pieces are scored at like 1/4 inch and then tucked under here. So you don't want to glue this down yet. You want to cut these pieces. And so this one here was 6 by 4. Okay, so you can get your other piece and find a piece that you want. So it's 6 this way, which is going to be this way, and then it's going to be 4. So pick the piece you want. In my case, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's just use the top piece. So it's already 6 across because it's the other half of our 12 by 12, and now we just have to cut it at 4, which is the height of our piece of Happy Mail. Okay, so that's this piece here, and now we have to make this pocket, which is 1.5 inches across. So decide where you want your pocket to go on your piece. I think I'm going to do it this way, and then score it at that 1.5 inch. Like so. And then we also have to score it on this side at 1/4 inch, because that's what's going to tuck under, right? All right, so 6 by 4, score on the right at 1/4 inch, score on the left at 1.5 inches. And then for this 1/4 inch, I like to fold it over again, like any really small folds like that, just to give them a little more pliable, more pliability. Is that a word? I don't know. Okay, so this is going to tuck under here, like so. But we need that piece of vellum, right? So we need to cut a piece of vellum that is 5 by 4. And I don't know that I have that, but let's see. I was making some of these and I had some pieces left over. So I think this might be, no, that's 4.5. Oh, this is 5. Okay, 5. I just got to cut it at 4 this way. Okay, so 5 by 4. And again, on the left side, it doesn't matter. On one of the sides, you have to score at 1/4 of an inch. Because we're going to also fold this one under. Be careful when you're scoring vellum. It tears easy. I found that out the hard way. Okay. So there's this piece. Here's this piece. And you can see it juts out just a little bit further than this piece now that we made the pocket, which kind of gives this waterfall design. So let's glue this piece to this piece. So what you're going to do is just lay your vellum piece on this side. See how it tore? I was still a little heavy-handed. Anyway, first we're going to glue the vellum to the cardstock. So unclog your glue. All right, and just glue this piece into here, like so. All right, it's a lot easier to do this than to try to glue all 3 pieces together, in my humble opinion. Okay, and now we're going to glue this piece under this pocket. Now mine's just a little hair taller because of the way I scored that original piece, so I'm just going to trim that off. I mean, you probably won't have to. Doesn't matter which way I go, really. I just got to get a little bit off of it. So there we go. Okay. So we have this piece, and we're just going to glue it under this pocket. Okay. And now that we glued these 2 together, it'll be a lot easier. All right, so we're just gonna put it in here and glue it over. Okay. So you see how we're gluing it? Like that. All right, and now that that's glued, now we can glue this pocket. So we add a little more glue on this side here. We're gonna put some glue here and close up this pocket, this tuck pocket. Okay, and you can see now why we had to fold that the way we did. All right, now let's glue down the tuck. So the way that will make this a little more sturdy is to glue up here by the seam a little, and then we'll glue up this side here. Okay, and just making this seam glued down will just make this fit tighter to the piece underneath it, and that's why I did it. Okay, it'll just make it lay flatter, so when you tuck something in here, it's nice and tight. All right, so that's our tuck. Let's glue this pocket down, but first I'm going to put a little notch in it. Patricia didn't put a notch in hers, but I want to put a notch in mine, just to kind of make it all matchy-matchy. Like so. All right, like that. So this is where we are. Now we need a little tab for here, and we need to put our pocket on the back. So what we want to do is take what's left of that 6 by 6 that we cut and find a piece that we can use for the pocket. I think what I'm going to do is just kind of trim this off a little and then trim it to 2 inches. But I want to get this label, so that's the only reason I'm going to trim it a little first. Okay, the pocket is 2 inches, so let's just cut it on 2 inches, and it's already 6 across, so we don't have to do anything there. And I'm just going to put a notch. All right, and then we want to glue this down on the back. This goes together super quick, as you would imagine. Once you get going, you can kind of pre-cut all your pieces. All right, so that's down. We need a tab for here. So you can cut it out of some scrap that you have. If you have some scrap, I have some here. So let me see. Can I get one out of here? Oh, actually, I don't want to waste that parcel post. Well, let's use a piece of this. We'll do this. And this is my whale tail. But you might already have tabs ready to go. So this is going to go on the vellum like this. And if you're sending it out as a thank you happy mail and you want to stamp something on there, then use something more neutral. You could also stamp like a little picture on there or something. I think that would be fun. And like I said, if you print on this vellum, that would be really cute too. Or even stamp on it. You could stamp on it too if you can't print. There we go. Like so. I just love the way this comes together. Thank you, Patricia. All right, and then we have this belly band here. So I could take this piece, which we cut off from the piece that was here. So this is that 3/4 of an inch piece. And we can kind of put it on here somewhere. Let's put it there. And she rounded her corners, but I'm just going to get it down so you guys kind of get the picture. We don't want this video going on forever and ever. All right, so that works there. And then a nice word on there would be good. All right, we got our pocket on the back. We've got everything here. So the only thing left is to kind of do the punch holes here. Now I figured out that if you punch at 1 3 inches, because this is 4 inches across, it gives you a nice placement. So just gonna make sure it's even here. Get a pen, which we won't see because we're gonna punch it out, and just mark my 1 3. Now I'm going to use my crocodile, but if you don't have a crocodile, just take your hole punch and punch a little hole there, or get your pokey tool and make a hole to put your ribbon through. I'm using the 3/16 side, right? 3/16, yes. And which is the bigger one. Just centering those dots. And then I'm going to put some grommets in there. We'll go with these because they kind of match. And if you don't want to put the ribbon, you don't have to. You don't have to. But I think it looks kind of cute. And actually, I think it would serve as a good way to attach it into a journal too, if you wanted to, is to punch the journal page and punch this and maybe attach it that way. Or just sew it into the journal. I don't know. I think there's a lot of different things you could do with this. So I'll leave that up to you. But I'm going to use it as happy mail. All right, and then I have some ribbon. So let me just trim it here so I can get it through. Isn't this a fun little project? I mean, it's just, and it goes together so quick. I mean, it's not a super long video, but then again, I didn't ink, which always takes up a lot of time. And you can just use one 12 by 12 to make it. And like I said, you have some pieces left over. So let me just trim this. So you could use those to make some of the happy mail pieces inside. Like you can make little tags or a little card or something. I don't know. Whatever suits your fancy. All right. And then we just got to tie this up. But let me cover up my glue so it doesn't dry out. And then this would help if I had a second hand, but I'm going to do the best I can. I could glue it to hold it down. But let's see how I get along. I'll just kind of hold it there with my thumb until I can get this piece down. There we go. And I made a bow, but if you didn't want to make a bow, you could just do what Patricia did and just kind of cut it like this and like that. And then maybe glue it down or something. Anyway, that is our make. And we have all the pockets that were in hers and lots of fun places to hide little bits of stuff. I mean, even this big one, you can put bigger pieces of ephemera in there here too. And then little pieces in all these little spots. All right, guys, I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Go check out Patricia over at Le Cafe Craft and tell her I said hello. And then I'll see you in the next video, I hope. And in the meantime, you can check out this one here.